Hey guys, Terminal Velocity here. And today I would have had a fun and hopefully entertaining Let's Play highlight reel from my Twitch stream of the Sinnoh remake, Brilliant Diamond. Go follow me over there if you haven't already. However, there's one problem which, had I not caught it prior to starting the second session, would likely have persisted and ruined even more footage later on. That problem is that it doesn't capture any audio on occasion, like it should. It also doesn't tell me this stuff, and since I forget to check my setup's integrity a lot, on the off chance the capture card does decide to be a repugnant little piece of garbage, the issue tends to go unnoticed for a good amount of time until I review the footage, typically several streams later, and then it's way too late. So for now, enjoy my post-commentary narration. After booting up the game, my initially disembodied soul is greeted by none other than Professor Rowan. He is the boatman of the River Styx, waiting to ferry me to the Pokeverse from this plane? Why is he talking to me and breaking the fourth wall, like all these regional professors tend to do? Who knows? But he forces me to tell him about myself, so he can create a new body for me either way. I choose to be a girl because I hate my current reality. But that didn't satisfy him, so he made me name myself and this other dude he says is my friend. I don't know about that, because he looks like he could use industrial strength hair products for both his hair and his medicinal inhalers. I just named him Barry because that's his canonical name. But at last, he grants me passage to the Pokemon universe. I awake watching a TV show. Apparently, it was about the Lake of Rage in Johto. Something I had no clue existed when I played the first games. Young Terminal was incredibly stupid, so you'll probably hear more on that later. After examining my room and going downstairs, my mom told me that Barry had come by earlier looking for me. So my first task was to track him down before his leg engines go into meltdown from lack of usage. I went to his house first, but I remembered a moment too late that he is basically the prototype of Anime Bianca. He runs into me and tells me he'll find me 1 million of whatever currency they use in these games if I don't follow him to the lake in time. But 5 steps later, he realizes he forgot something, presumably his daily allotment of Pocket Monster energy drinks, and heads right back in. I find him in his room, the entire upstairs of his house, only to have to run after him and pay a $10 million fine otherwise. Because that's a sum of money every 10-year-old kid apparently has available to them. Luckily, he's just outside of town waiting, but within the first 10 seconds I haven't seen him, he's comprised an arbitrary plan to find some sort of uber rare and powerful Pokemon in the local lake. In addition, he also decided to nominate me to help him find it, because apparently 2 minors' deaths is better than just 1. Even though neither of us have any means to catch or defend ourselves from whatever atrocity he intends to locate. As we arrive, we find 2 characters already there. Rowan doesn't seem to remember our talk in the astral plane because he just leaves. The system follows but forgets a briefcase. However, per Barry's request, we go and check it out. Everything starts off fine, but before long, 2 avians, pissed about their mobile games losing traction, erupt out of the bushes. A mysterious force unlocks the briefcase right as I was about to update my status from unscathed to ruined forever. And we find some Pokeballs inside. I picked Piplup as my Pokemon, while Barry chooses Chimchar, since nobody ever told us stealing is wrong, and it's best to meet Oblivion instead. Piplup deals with the Starly with minimal issues, and right as Barry is regretting getting out of bed this morning, the assistant returns to grab the briefcase. We follow him away and find him and Rowan outside Twin Leaf Town. Rowan sees we have his Piplup and Turtwig held hostage, but he doesn't care and departs for the next town over. At home, Mom is relieved to see that we still have our eyeballs in our sockets. She then tells us to go back and talk to Rowan so I can confess my sins, so it's off to Sand Gem Town. She does give us running shoes as punishment for agreeing to do Rowan's research without asking her first, though. Unlike our normal shoes, these are special running shoes that we can't ever take off, so now we will run until we literally die. Whether we are on foot, from this point forwards, walking is no longer allowed. We have a Pokemon with us now, so there's nothing stopping us from destroying any wild Pokemon who may want to try their hands at human training. Once we reach Sand Gem, we see the assistant is waiting for us. He tells us to go with him into the mysterious building, and we do as we are told. There's absolutely nothing bad that can come of a 10-year-old girl following a complete stranger into a random building. Barry nearly bowls us over again for the second time within the past hour, telling us, yes, absolutely, do go inside. Piplup is officially ours now, so we picked the only appropriate name. Upon the building was actually Rowan's lab, and he wanted to see us so we can offload his research agenda onto our soldiers. because he wants to watch the whole Seven Deadly Sins anime before his Netflix subscription ends, presumably. We tell him we will do his job for him, and he gives us an extremely rare and valuable tool, the Pokédex. The assistant, Lucas, decides to spoon-feed us very basic information on the main buildings we'll see in our quest. He then tells us to go back home and explain to Mom why we're running away to catch, train, and battle monsters, some of whom are entirely capable of ending the planet as we know it on the spot. Reason? Because he won't let us go any further otherwise. Mom really doesn't have any problem sending a preteen girl out into the world, so she congratulates us and says good riddance. Barry's mother comes in asking if we've seen him. When she realizes he's long gone by now, she entrusts us with the first mini-mission of the game, the Oaks Parcel Redux. On our way back to confront Lucas, we meet a Pokemon employee. She wants us young kids to buy from her in her group later, so she's giving out free samples just to get us hooked. After we reach Lucas up on Route 202, he realizes we are actually serious about jeopardizing our personal well-being in order to go fill the decks. Since making us go back home isn't a viable option anymore, he decides to break our spirits and will continue our journey in the only way he knows how. Unskippable forced tutorials on core gameplay mechanics. We endure his torture, so he rewards us and our resilience with 20 Pokeballs. Afterwards, he goes off to figure out new ways he can make us suffer farther down the line. Now that we're free, we can finally start bending wild monsters to our will and stealing the lunch money of everyone we meet on the road. On the way to Jubilife City, we managed to catch something called a Shinx. I like it. It's cute. I will use it as a charging brick for my phone, so I can watch YouTube and occasionally pop into Aki's Twitch streams in order to create minor chaos using his channel point redemptions. For the record, we are not even acquaintances, let alone friends. I just enjoy his content. We thought we'd seen the last of Lucas, but he's finished brainstorming. His new approach is to make us go to school every day to learn about all sorts of useless things. Unless, you'll never catch me with my maximum infinite sprint running shoes. Now it's off to locate Blast Away Barry while also having fun. We looked around the entire city, but Lucas had anticipated this, for he has harnessed the ancient forbidden technique. It has been frowned upon for thousands if not millions of years, feared by the masses for corrupting even the purest of souls, and banned from practice for the suffering it has brought to anyone foolish enough to use it. He's using progress gating to make sure we don't get to do anything fun or good until we do go to school. Fine, I guess I'll have to find Barry late. Hi Barry, I have something for you. So apparently, his mom wanted him to take a town map with him, but she accidentally ordered 2 from Amorazon. So Barry gave us the extra one. He just earned back a few good rival points, but not too many. After all, we can't exactly make it easy for him to redeem himself, right? After bullying a schoolgirl, I revisited the Pokemon Center because her psychic lizard hurt my penguin. Then I caught another Pokemon. It seems to be some kind of woolly gerbil. Whatever it is, it will soon become incredibly useless within the next few hours. After going back into the city, a man stops us. He says he'll give us something special if we find his 3 clowns. He also said if we answer their questions, we'd get a coupon. Dude, you can't just go around telling random kids to look for clowns to acquire coupons from in the middle of the city. They literally just want to give you some simplistic Pokemon trivia, and then give you a coupon if you get it right. Here's your paper, now gimme. Huh? Toggle HUD Pokedex go beep beep beep. I fought another kid, and then I dragged an innocent fish out of its peaceful life in a pond up onto land so my penguin could beat it up. I would have loved to keep going, but I was pretty tired after my anxiety had made me spend the past few hours lurking by the front door and wait for my game. Well, that's about all I got done on launch date. Let me know if you enjoy this new format of highlight video. I'm incredibly new to this style and would really like to hear your thoughts on it. This playthrough is streamed live on my Twitch, link in the description. I hope you like this, and I'll see you next time. Terminal Velocity signing out.